Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ray Rousen. It's been a while. I've kind of been in the trenches, kind of studying trends and looking at recording at different levels. Uh, and I want to talk today to people who are still using Switcher Studio. If you're still using Switcher Studio as your main source for your house of worship, for your recording and for your capturing and streaming, I have found the alternative for you that is going to save you money but not compromise quality. So back in September, I heard of something called the Roland Aerocaster. And so I began to kind of look at it and start to wonder what it was. I've used Switcher Studio at the time. I used Switcher Studio. It had like a $40 or $50 monthly fee. And the benefit of Switcher Studio is it allowed you to connect your iPads or your iPhones or your Android devices, sync them up, and be able to provide multi-camera switching to be able to use in a service, a house of worship, or event. Let's say that without having to lug in all that equipment. It connected over Wi-Fi. A lot of great results. Um, you hook up your iRig or your Focusrite, and you could do that. You could stream in essence. Became this multi-camera stream. Had some limitations, had some challenges on my end with it, only because the biggest being that you was tapping on the phone trying to switch. So I did that for a couple events for some vendors. I got through it. Let's say that it was kind of a headache. Wasn't what I was accustomed to. And so I began to look at for events where I wasn't bringing out my big cameras or my DSLRs, what could I do that would still give me that? Because there are still some events where the reality is for ease of setup or for what we're using, my cameras still give me great quality. And then I came across this thing right here. Listen, the Roland Aerocaster is amazing. Here's what it does. It allows you to connect up to 5 devices via Bluetooth to it, which I love. It gave me the opportunity to provide hardcore switching between my channels. And then because I'm an audio guy, your audio had to be clean. Look at it. It gave me direct. So I could get rid of my Focusrite. I didn't need an iRig in one-stop shop. So I bought it back in September, I want to say, into August, September, maybe. And I had a church that I was doing some work with, and I tested it out, and the streaming capabilities were amazing. And it allowed me to save that file of that service. It exported right to the camera roll on my phone if I needed to do additional editing. I said, okay, maybe it's a fluke, maybe it's a one-time thing. So literally, I spent the last few months just kind of playing around with it in different settings. And I'm telling you this, it is, to me, what I would say is the answer to everyone who still prefers to use Switcher Studio. There's nothing wrong with wanting to continue to use your phone or your tablets for your streaming or your recording for your house of worship or events. I've been telling people for a while, use what you have. Make it work. If you're waiting for the big day, for the big budget, for the big whatever to come, you're losing opportunity. I believe use every tool you have in your toolbox to be able to produce excellence. And to me, this Roland Aerocaster is perfect. Listen, if you're currently using Switcher Studio, I don't know what the current monthly rate is anymore. I'll be honest, it's been over a year since I used it, but I paid a one-time fee of like $300 and I'm good. It provides so many options. I'll do an in-depth video more on it later. But trust me when I tell you, if you're currently using Switcher Studio, if you're still interested in phone-based streaming or recording, and you want to do multi-camera streaming and recording, this right here is the alternative. I'm telling you, I've used it again with over 24 years in media business. With over 24 years, wow, 24 years of doing media, I've kind of seen every range and every gamut and every stage when it comes to multi-switching. And I still love my big switchers. I still love my big cameras. I have them. But if you're looking for something and you're saying, hey, we're either just starting out or we prefer the ease of use, we don't want to run cables, The Roland Aerocaster is where you want to go. Hey, look, stay tuned. I'm going to keep researching and deep diving. I'm always looking at how can we increase, how can we move the needle forward. And I'm happy that you're on this journey with me. So stay tuned. It's more information, more stuff, more videos coming down the pipeline. Have an amazing day.